up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to stop. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably up in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Van Zandt's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Get me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have some blue thongs or blue Joshua or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hello. I am here. What's going on, people? What is going on? How are y'all doing today? How's everyone today? I hope everyone is well. Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am Teddy27 here to give you all of the news, politics, and updates from the day. So, okay, good. I'm checking a bunch of stuff. I've been doing a bunch of stuff all day, y'all. So I'm just checking a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to make sure that I got everything situated. Okay. Yeah, we here. Let me say hey to y'all. And we'll get this party started. Go ahead and hit the like button. Do all of this stuff that you know you got to do. I'm gonna do my part because I do all of the heavy lifting. I got to find the stories. I got to do production. I got to do editing, all of that stuff. I'm gonna handle my part. I just need y'all to do y'all part, and I'm sure you will. hmm So go ahead, hit the like button, share the video out. Speaking of doing my part, I need something to drink. I always need something because when you have to talk a lot, you need water, or Gatorade, or something. Give me a moment. Why am I still muted? God, Lord, why did it say I was? Can y'all hear me? Ciao. Anyway, hey Tracy W, Complex 613, Crazy Homebody Girl, China White, Universal Goddess, Yolanda Morgan, Demetria, Ravine, Tanya, Rosanda, Butterfly, Miss Baythang, Tawana, Karen D. Um, you say YouTube messed up. I wasn't in your top 5. You don't care about me. See how you do me? See how you do me? You don't do it. You ain't right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love you still, Ravine. Now here she go talk about some Aquarius. Why we can't have our shit? See, this what I be talking about. All these other little raggedy signs, they get to have their little time, their little raggedy little time period. And don't nobody bother them. We be like, okay, that's cute. We be real happy for them and they little raggedy little seasons or whatever. We don't even say nothing. We don't bother them. Capricorns, we be over here not minding the business that pays us, making money, making plans, and being successful. That's all we be doing during Capricorn season. I mean, as Capricorns during these other people's seasons. Capricorn seasons come around, and now you disrespectful other signs got to come and try to infiltrate our shit because we are loud and proud with our shit. We don't even get to be loud and proud a lot. We mind our own business and we celebrate with y'all. And y'all come and try to infiltrate us. We can't even have our stuff. It's caps lock. Oh. Oh. Now I got to go throw this in the garbage. I blame Universal Goddess. Let me go throw this in the trash. See what I'm saying? Had to go. Throw that in the trash. Wash my hands. See, this is what I'm talking about. We be over here minding our own business, enjoying our season. Here come the other people infiltrating. Child. Anyway. Oh. All right. Let me finish saying hi. Hey, Miss Baythang. Hey, Montrez, what's good, bruh? Hey, Fran, what's up? And look at this one. Always coming in here from don't be coming up in here calling us ghetto. Do not be coming in here calling us ghetto. Child. Hello to you too, sir. Hey, Joshua White, you see how they over here bothering me? There's a big storm enveloping most of SoCal at the moment, but I am impressed. Listen, y'all are so not used to rain over there in SoCal. SoCal, you know, they said it never rains in Southern California. When it does, you know, y'all act like it's giant boulders falling, giant fiery boulders falling from the sky, and it's just a little rain. Where I come from, Miami, we probably do better in the rain than we do when it's not raining. That's just how we're made in Miami. Well, hey to you too, Chef. I did watch the game last night and watch us dog walk the Indianapolis Colts. Did. Sure did. Hey, Lady D. Hey, Miss hey Xavier. What's going on? How y'all let us have like our time? It's our time now. Why don't y'all just sit back and let us show you how this shit's supposed to go? If all of the other little raggedy little underlings, the other little sides, if y'all would just sit back, relax, and let us show y'all how this shit's supposed to go, it wouldn't be no problem. See how that goes? Terrence, what's good, bro? Give y'all what are y'all complaining about, Sagittarius? Y'all had y'all little raggedy little season. Don't nobody care. Wasn't nobody checking for y'all. I mean, y'all got Thanksgiving, I guess. Be happy with that. I mean, I don't know. What you want from me? I don't know what you want from me. They be so mad about it, Chef. They be so damn mad. I be like, girl. mm. Sir, we don't try anything. Everything we do as Capricorns, we are successful. I told you, Capricorn season goes from December 22nd until Valentine's Day. And then we let them other people, aquamarine, aqua velvet, you know, aqua something. I don't know what y'all call. We get them about a week. That's all they need. I mean, I'm just saying. Once again, it's caps lock. Let me get my shot ready. Since it's caps lock, we going with today. We're going with the Empress 1908, the Violet Gin for our Capricorn birthday shot. They be hating on us, Chef. We let these people have their little seasons. We didn't bother them. We celebrated them. We was happy for them and stuff. Our season come around, and now everybody losing their mind. Now everybody got a problem because it's Capricorn season. Well, get over it. Get over it. We gonna be up here turning up. We got all of the good holidays. We got all of the time off. We get time off from work. We get the good holidays. We have all of the most important people in our zodiac sign. It's not our fault that we're Capricorns. What my lip look like it's bleeding. Mm, look at my lip. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what y'all want from us. Move out the way, stupid thing. It look okay on here. I don't know. It look okay when I look at myself. All right, whatever. Anyway, um, let me go ahead and get this shot out the way because I know it's gonna foot me up. All right. Go ahead and put in the chat what you taking a shot of, and if you choose not to take a shot to celebrate us Capricorns, that's your prerogative. I done took shots with everybody all year long. We done took shots with everybody. Have a birthday. What do? Here's a birthday shot. It's Capricorn season. Not everybody got a problem. Well, we'll take shots by ourselves. We like being by ourselves. Us Capricorns, we like being by ourselves. Hey, Miss Shorty B. Mm-hmm. Whatever, Xavier. Whatever, Xavier. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm glad that the radar terrace is not on the 49ers. Everybody looking at everybody else. They looking at the Rams and they looking at all of the other, they looking at, they even looking at raggedy teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they even looking at the fucking who is that the Panthers and shit. Ain't nobody paying us no mind. They looking at the Seahawks, all of it. Quiet as it's kept, you might have 3 teams from our division in the playoffs. Quiet as it's kept. But everybody, we just gonna sit back as 49ers and keep it moving. We gonna play our games, win our games, and we don't need the spotlight on us. We good over here. Don't worry about us. We fine. I'm just saying. We fine. Anyway, y'all ready to take this shot? Wait, Aries is first. What? 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 Aries? Hey, Catherine Powell. Well, tell your son we said happy birthday. I'm just saying. Don't y'all already have Thanksgiving, Sagittarius? Nobody cares about y'all Sagittarius. Y'all already had Thanksgiving. Child. See how y'all, Miss Felicia, you see how they over here bothering me? Do you see how they over here bothering me, Miss Felicia? Mm, mm, mm. Miss Felicia says she got a whole tequila shot over there if you need her. China White says she got champagne. Crazy homebody girl says she's still at work. She's taking a shot of water. You better tell them people to let you off work. It's the day before Christmas Eve. All right. Universal Goddess says she got some vodka if you need her. Child. They did implode. They did. They fucked up. They lost me money. They lost me money. So, oh, that's good. You better tell them, crazy homebody girl. Ain't no business getting done the rest of the week. Nobody's at work. Nobody, the only places where you see stuff getting done is if you work at a place where they sell gifts. I said that's all. So anyway, Let's take this shot. Y'all know how we do it around these parts. What we say? We say up to it, down to it, whatever they say. We just do it. Shots for all my Capricorns out there. Shots. Oh, 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 oh. Mm. Oh. Mm. Right, no damn work getting done. I know Really B is having her holiday party tonight. I had to get the remaining out of there. Really B is having her holiday Christmas party tonight. I'll probably be able to be on there only for a quick hot second. Because I got a meeting and a call at 7:30 that I got to be on. It's a mandatory meeting I gotta have, not for work, for some other stuff. So I could be ready for Really B and Tanya and Abby when I see them in a couple weeks. So I got to see Really B and Abby and Tanya at some stuff. And so when I see them in a couple weeks, I got to make sure everything's ready for them when I see them. So I got a big meeting tonight. Anyway, if y'all ready to get this party started, go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat. Y'all know what's so funny? So we have a lot of we've been getting, new people that's been coming onto the platform, right? Look at Tanya, you excited, Tanya? You gonna have to call me, Tanya, because it's a lot of people coming from your jurisdiction, Tanya, and they are coming with expectations, and we aim to please. We gonna have a good time. Anyway, as we celebrate me. Anyway, so it's a lot of new people. And so as we have new people, I just realized a lot of the new people have no idea why we say Shondo, what it means. They might be thinking we trying to speak in tongues, and it ain't none of that. That's one of our inside jokes. And the thing about it is, you literally have to be taught what the inside joke means. Yeah, I'm still planning on coming, Tanya. My plan right now is to come on Christmas. So that is the plan for me to be there on Thursday. We having Christmas at Tanya house. Mm-hmm. So, if nobody ever tells you, you would just put Shondo in the chat and have no idea why we say it and what it means. It's such an inside joke. There are some new people who have no idea what orange shirt means. Can I get some orange shirt emojis? Shout out to the orange shirt. Child. Girl. Anyway, for the new people, I'll let the pupils decide if they want to tell you what it means. Because it's an actual word. And there is a meaning. Not in English, but it's in another language. Anyway, the pupils decide when they want to tell what the inside jokes mean. I don't give out inside jokes anymore. I just let the pupils do it. Anyway, shout out to the orange shirt. The orange shirt video is still one of the greatest videos I've seen in a long time. I'm trying to tell. It's in my top 5 videos I've ever seen. The orange shirt video. It is. All right, it looked like we ready to get this party started. Larry, you on the thumbnail today, Larry. So you might need to go twice. You are on the thumbnail today, Larry. We need your best vocals today, Larry. The best ones. Don't fuck around with it, Larry. We got you on the thumbnail today. We need your best vocals. Your best vocals, Larry. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers, to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave, yeah, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave, yeah, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So we start off the Sugar Spike segment today down to the VA. I have any veterans here? Do I have anybody that gets medical care from the VA hospital? Anybody who has family members, loved ones that have to go to the VA hospital to get medical care? Hey, Candace F. So, our top story, our first story of the day, top story, is out of the Veterans Affairs hospitals. So, this current administration has quietly banned the Department of Veterans Affairs from providing abortion services to veterans and their dependents, and their dependents, and their dependents, and their dependents, including those who become pregnant as a result of rape or incest. That's the first sentence of this article. I'm gonna just stop right there. I'm gonna just stop right there. If that ain't enough to make you say, "What the fuck is going on?" Let me stop right there. I'm that's all. I'm full stop. Let me stop right there. Let me read that again. Maybe someone in the back didn't quite hear me or was doing something else and didn't quite pay attention to what I just read. So let me read it again. The Trump administration has quietly banned the Department of Veterans Affairs from providing abortion services to veterans and their dependents, including those who become pregnant as a result of rape or incest.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave, yeah, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. I just read the stories. That's it. That's all. The ban followed a memo authored by Joshua Craddock, Deputy Assistant Attorney General for the Department of Justice's Office of Legal Counsel, issued December 18th, that concluded the VA may not provide abortion services under any provision of the law. The memo revoked a Biden-era OLC opinion that allowed the VA to provide limited abortion counseling and services to pregnant veterans and their beneficiaries. The Biden policy followed abortions. I'm sorry, the Biden policy allowed abortions for those who became pregnant as a result of rape or incest, or if a pregnancy endangered the life and health of the person seeking an abortion. According to screenshots of an internal VA memo dated Monday, and sent to the leaders of the VA's 18 regional integrated service networks that were shared with news outlets. The agency must comply with the December 18th memo, and that, quote, effective immediately, end of quote, the VA will no longer provide abortion or abortion counseling. The mill also states that the changes in abortion policy, quote, do not prohibit providing care to pregnant women in life threatening circumstances, including treatment for ectopic pregnancies or miscarriages, end of quote. It specifies that the abortion ban, quote, does not bar care necessary to save a veteran's life when the veteran's clinician determines that care is necessary, end of quote. The exception for life saving care echoes language in many state abortion bans. Medical and legal experts have said that in practice, the exceptions are in language only because emergency doctors can be too afraid of running afoul of state laws to provide the needed care. Meaning, even though they say you can use it for life threatening situations, emergency room doctors are afraid because they're afraid of the legal ramifications just by doing abortions. And we've been seeing that all over the country. In the proposed rule, the Trump administration argued that, quote, as a matter of law, it is without question that VA has the authority to bar provision of abortion services through the VA medical benefits package to veterans, end of quote. I don't know what y'all want from me. Now they're saying that this change comes before the VA has even finalized a regulation that would ban abortion coverage and counseling. The proposal was released in August and the final version has yet to be released, but they're expecting it within the next few days. These people do not care about y'all. There was a whole lot of veterans out there voting for your boy Donald John, voting for these MAGA Republicans, women and female veterans all over the country. I want you to look at yourself, look at your life, look at yourself. Those white women, Hispanic women, Black women, Native American, Indigenous women, AAPI women, all of those women who thought it was a good idea to vote for these people. Look at your life. Look at what's happening. And you got bitches like Erica Kirk carrying the water for these whores, carrying the water for people who do not care about your health and your physical safety. Do not give a damn about your health and physical safety at all. They don't give a damn. It's sad. It's the Veterans Affairs. In case you want, listen, this is the Veterans Affairs. You have a lot of veterans that go there. You have a lot of dependents of veterans that go there as well. And here we are. And they said they don't give a damn if your daughter was raped. They don't give a damn if your granddaughter, niece, the person you're in guardianship of, they don't give a damn if she was raped, if she was a victim of incest. They don't give a damn about none of that shit. Let's be clear, they're not pro-life. They're pro-birth. You want to know why they're pro-birth? They're pro-birth because they have in their pockets money lining those pockets from insurance companies that are going to charge you out of the ass for a pregnancy. They are they have their pockets lined by big pharma that's going to charge you all types of money for medications and everything. The healthcare industry has lined the pockets of these people. So let's be clear, they're not pro life, they are pro money, meaning they're pro birth. And the more money that they can get to line the C suites of big pharma and healthcare systems across the fruited plains, they're going to do that. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. I don't know what you want from me. I just read the stories. In more sugar spiky news. Well, your president today condemned a New York Times report outlining his proximity to Jeffrey Epstein amid the disgraced financier's illegal activities tied to an underground sex trafficking ring. He's wrote on Truth Social, quote, "The failing New York Times and their lies and purposeful misrepresentations is a serious threat to the national security of our nation. Their radical left unhinged behavior, writing fake articles and opinions in a never-ending way, must be dealt with and stopped. They are a true enemy of the people. Thank you for your attention to this matter." End of quote. Your president has adamantly denied all accusations on wrongdoing linked to Epstein and signed a law last month requiring the lease of all information tied to the disgraceful financier's estate. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, Trump's former personal attorney who is helping to oversee the release of the files, said materials involving the president will be included in the data dump. However, the Times reports asserted the president's closeness to Epstein has been improperly characterized. According to the subhead on an article published by the New York Times last week, it read, quote, "The president has tried to minimize their friendship, but documents and interviews reveal an intense and complicated relationship. Chasing women was a game of ego and dominance. Female bodies were currency." End of quote. The White House has tried to downplay the Times' reporting and articles from other outlets by creating a media bias tracker to flag stories it deems unfair or containing balanced reporting. Listen, I don't report a lot about the Epstein files over here. You want to know why? Because Donald Trump could be caught in the middle of the Oval Office sexually assaulting a young 4-year-old child, and these rat bastards would try to find a way to write it off as being fucking normal. I know y'all have seen the videos online where there's this podcast or this guy who's being asked a question over the phone by somebody, and the guy tried to normalize and say, well, what's wrong with having sex with what's wrong with having sex with someone underage? And he's like, wait, are you trying to justify pedophilia? He was like, well, what's wrong with it? Here we are. Here we are. So, because news outlets, very few of them, are still have maybe one or two people in the newsroom willing to do real journalism and willing to really call out what's going on, they're going to try to castigate them and vilify them and make it seem as if the news outlet is the problem, not the crimes that you committed being the problem. The fact that they're reporting on it is the problem. You listen, Universe Soul God, the people that already found out that these dumb, stupid ass bitches, instead of properly redacting from the files, like they were trying to do this to protect him. They went and took the highlight. You know, when you go on Microsoft Word and you can highlight, do the highlight feature, and they just made the highlight black, thinking that that would redact it. And all you had to do was copy it and paste it into another document, and magically everything that was there underneath the black would appear. This is how imbecilic and moronic and idiotic these people are. This is how imbecilic they are. But like I said, I don't report on this stuff because I don't expect anybody on the right or the left to do anything about Donald John being associated with a known pedophile running one of the largest sex rings we've ever seen in this country. I don't expect them to do anything. Hell, the Democrats applauded Donald John pardoning Henry Cuellar. And you remember, I lost my mind off of that shit. But here we are. In other sugar spiky news, that right there would be Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Well, the Department of Justice filed a lawsuit Monday against Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul, challenging a state law that aims to limit the scope of federal immigration action and protect people against unconstitutional conduct by agents during civil immigration enforcement. Justice Department officials say the Illinois Bivens Act and the Court Access, Safety, and Participation Act, measures included in HB 312, which J.B. Pritzker signed into law earlier this month, represent an quote unconstitutional attempt to regulate federal law enforcement officers and threaten the safety of federal officers, end of quote, who they say have seen a rise in harassment and threats of violence in recent months. You want to know why there's a rise in harassment and threats in the recent months? Because you people are assaulting people. You're assaulting actual U.S. I don't give a damn if they're a U.S. citizen, illegal immigrant, any of the such. You are assaulting people. You are out here committing a brutality across the fruited plains, and you expect people to just lay down and just accept it. You want to beat people down. You want to slam people into the ground. You want to disenfranchise people. You want to abuse people and expect them to just sit there and lay there and take it. Well, I got a news flash for you. We ain't going down like that. This shit ain't going down like that. And you mad at J.B. Pritzker and Kwame Raoul because they put into law that we're not going to let you people come in here and assault people in our state. You fuck ass bitches. You whores aren't even going through the due process of determining whether or not these are actually the people that are real and true illegal immigrants, which is why so many U.S. citizens have been arrested, accosted, and brutalized by ICE and CPB. And y'all wonder why people are now, why you claim that you have seen, quote, a rise in harassment and threats of violence in recent months, in the quote, toward federal law enforcement officers. It's for that reason. Here's here's something you should probably come to terms with. There's more of us than there are of you. Let me say that again, because maybe these people down to the Washington D.C. didn't hear me. There is more of us than there are of you. Here's another news flash, ma'am. You all have made it a point to make sure that the entirety of the American populace has guns, has as many guns as they want, have all types of guns. They can have the same assault rifles that law enforcement has. They can have the same level of arsenal that you all have in law enforcement. And again, there are more of us than there are of you. You created this. Don't get mad now. What you mad about? Who you mad at? We'll see how that works for you. Moving on. Canada, in more immigration news. So America's hat, Canada. Canada, I guess they said, well, if we can't beat them, join them. Canada's liberal government is pushing through sweeping new legislation targeting refugees that observers fear will usher in a new era of U.S. style border policies, fueling xenophobia and the scapegoating of immigrants. So now you've infiltrated America's hat, Canada. Bill C-12, or Strengthening Canada's Immigration System and Borders Act, includes many changes around border security, along with new ineligibility rules for refugee claimants. It was fast tracked and passed through a third reading in the House of Commons on December 11th before members of Parliament rose for the holidays. If it receives Senate approval in February, the bill will become law. According to Ideal Attack, a professor of refugee and human rights law at Toronto Metropolitan University, he said, quote, "It's very regressive in terms of refugee protection." End of quote. He said the legislation marked an unprecedented expansion of executive powers in terms of information sharing about refugees between government agencies and the ability to control, cancel, or change immigration documents or processes. Here's a novel idea, France. Since we're down here in this fuckhole, shithole country down here, and we're living in this cesspool of hatred, bigotry, racism, and discrimination. I say that you deport all of the American citizens back to America. But if I was Canada, if you're going to go this route, just push all of the Americans out and say, we don't want you bitches here. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Just push all of them out and say, nah, y'all ain't welcome here. Fuck you bitches. Stay down there with your raggedy ass president that you bitches voted for. That's what I would do if I was Canada. America's hat said they're not here for it. Yep, crazy homebody girl. Canada too. They say, yeah, we're here for it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Listen, I was in Toronto once. Can I tell you, it's some fine ass black men down to the Toronto. I ain't gonna even hold you. Anybody ever been to Toronto? Xavier, I know Xavier understand. Xavier, let me tell you something, Xavier. Xavier, when I tell you, when I was in fucking Toronto, it's a whole lot of us in Toronto. I ain't gonna lie to you. A whole lot of us in Toronto, okay? It's some fine ass men in Toronto. I had this session at a hotel in Toronto. I don't need you to talk. That's the thing, Xavier. They don't need to talk. We don't need them to talk. Just shut up and look good and stick it in somewhere. Hey DPG. Mm. Oh, you close to Toronto, China White? Yep, they sure did. Miss Shorty B, go ahead and go before they start sending us back out. Stop letting us there. I'm just saying. It's a nice little place. Just go during the summer. I went during the summer. I ain't going up in that mess. Anytime after about October, I'm not going up there. Don't. Oh, you're about 2 hours away. Okay, listen. Don't ask for me to go up there anytime after October 1st. You go between Memorial Day and Labor Day. That's when you go between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Anything outside of that, baby, it might be a little too cold. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can we not include Drake in this? Can we not include Wheelchair Jimmy in our talk about the beautiful men of Toronto? We are not including Wheelchair Jimmy in any conversations. We cannot make Canada responsible for the fuck shit that is Wheelchair Jimmy. Especially when we seem to let that bitch down here anytime he gets a chance. You would think he was an American citizen, much as he be down here. Why can't we permanently deport that bitch? Oh, I'm not going after Thanksgiving. No, DPG. Mm-mm. After Thanksgiving, baby, it's gonna be too cold. Nope. Can't do it. Won't do it. I told you. They got me from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Anything outside of that window, I ain't going. It's too damn cold. I ain't even going to Detroit or Michigan if it's outside of those days. I don't know when Boxing Day is, whether it's after Thanksgiving or after Christmas. Both of them during cold times of the year. We don't have that type of time. I'm just saying. But America's hat has decided that it's going to follow suit and start putting people out of their country. Don't look at me. I just report on this stuff. I don't know how you do it up there, China White. It's cold as hell up there. It's cold as hell up there. In more sugar spiky news, that is the chair of the CBC, Representative Joyce Beatty, out of the great state of Ohio. So, if you remember last week when we reported on the fact that they changed the name of the Kennedy Center, right? So she put out a video because she's on the board of the Kennedy Center, and every time she tried to object to them changing the name, she on her video she said they kept muting her her microphone and not allowing her to speak. Well, she has filed a lawsuit. She is an ex officio member of the Kennedy Center board. And she called the renaming of the institution unlawful because an act of Congress is required to make the name change. She argues that the Trump loyalists on the board instead committed a quote flagrant violation of the rule of law. End of quote, and says that their decision flies in the face of our constitutional order. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, she filed a lawsuit, did, and is suing the Trump administration. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Suing them over the name change is now it's unlawful. It certainly is. It certainly is unlawful. We'll see. Hey, Carl. How are we enjoying the meltdown of democracy today? The best way we know how. The best damn way we know how. Um, but yes, shout out to Representative Joyce Beatty for saying, I'm just not gonna sit back and let this happen. Fuck the Moors. We're filing a lawsuit. We are, because this shit is grossly illegal and unlawful. Shout out to her. In more sugar spiky news, here we go with these bitches. That would be the Supreme Court. Yep, that would be them. Well, they did what appears to be something good today. The Supreme Court today refused to allow the Trump administration to deploy National Guard troops in the Chicago area to support its immigration crackdown, a significant defeat for the president's efforts to send troops to U.S. cities. The justices declined the Republican administration's emergency request to overturn a ruling by U.S. District Judge April Perry that had blocked the deployment of troops. An appeals court also had refused to step in. The Supreme Court took more than 2 months to act. 3 justices, Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and Neil Gorsuch, publicly dissented. The High Court order is not a final ruling, but it could affect other lawsuits challenging President Trump's attempt to deploy the military in other Democratic-led cities. So the Supreme Court said, yeah, you can't send the National Guard into Chicago to help you. No. Now, we expect, listen, let me help y'all understand something. The small 3, and I say small because these are small men giving little dick energy all over the place. That will be Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and Neil Gorsuch. You know, these bitches are going to vote for anything that disenfranchises the American electorate and American public. So you should have known that these would be the 3 fuck bitches that will vote against this. Now, I'm surprised Justice Kavanaugh and Justice Coney Barrett and even Justice Roberts at this point, because them bitches ain't shit. I'm surprised they ain't go along with the Trump administration. They done been paid enough. I'm just saying. He do always want his raggedy name on something. Well, I mean, they got one thing right. I mean, a clock is right at least twice. A broken clock is right at least twice a day, I guess. So here we are. Here we are. Anybody notice that whore Amy Coney Barrett, she is no couth about her and no decorum. Why the fuck does your Supreme Court robe has a fucking plunging neckline? Why does the robe end dead smack in the middle of your titties and shit? You raggedy skank whore bitch. Anybody notice that? Like, why is your robe stopping right down beneath your titties and shit? You're just a raggedy skank whore bitch. Let's move on. This is news that will affect a lot of Americans. The Trump administration said today that it will begin garnishing the wages of student loan borrowers who are in default early next year. The department said it will send notices to approximately 1,000 borrowers the week of January 7th, with more notices to come at an increasing scale each month. Millions of borrowers are considered in default, meaning they are 270 days past due on their payments. The department must give borrowers 30 days notice before their wages can be garnished. The department said it will begin collection activities, quote, only after student and parent borrowers have been provided sufficient notice and opportunity to repay their loans, end of quote. In May, the Trump administration ended the pandemic era pause on student loan payments, beginning to collect on defaulted debt through withholding tax refunds and other federal payments to borrowers. The move ended a period of leniency for student loan borrowers. Payments restarted in October of 2023, but the Biden administration extended a grace period of 1 year since March of 2020. No federal student loans has been referred to collection, including those in default, until the Trump administration's changes earlier this year. Now, the Biden administration tried multiple times to give broad forgiveness to student loans, but those efforts were eventually stopped by the courts. Here we are. This is happening. hmm You know how to skank with dry frizzy hair. So if you know people that has their loans in default, understand that what they're saying is, yo, we're about to garnish your wages. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Wages will be garnished. In other sugar spiky news, well, a federal judge has blocked the Trump administration's attempt to reallocate federal homeland security funding away from states that refuse to cooperate with certain federal immigration enforcement. U.S. District Judge Mary McElroy's ruling yesterday solidified a win for the coalition of 12 attorneys general that sued the administration earlier this year after being alerted that their states would receive drastically reduced federal grants due to their sanctuary jurisdictions. In total, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, reduced more than $233 million from Connecticut, Delaware, the District of Columbia, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New York, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington State. The money is part of a $1 billion program where allocations are supposed to be based on assessed risks, with states then largely passing most of the money on to police and fire departments. The cuts were unveiled shortly after a separate federal judge in a different legal challenge ruled it was unconstitutional for the federal government to require states to cooperate on immigration enforcement actions to get FEMA disaster funding. That's what this was about. They wanted states, in order to get FEMA money, they wanted them to say, if you don't help us with ICE and immigration enforcement, then we won't give you FEMA money if there's a natural disaster. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. But they were doing it. In her ruling, Judge McElroy found that the federal government was, quote, weighing states' police on federal immigration enforcement on whether to reduce federal funding for the Homeland Security grant programs and others. It was just a mess all around, y'all. And the courts are doing everything in their power to hold up their end of the bargain. But the sad part about the courts doing everything in their power to hold up their end of the bargain is the fact that once it gets to the Supreme Court, the lower courts could have done all of the heavy lifting, did all of the right thing, only for little dick energy motherfuckers in the goddamn Supreme Court to say, fuck that shit. We got money from Trump, MAGA, and all of the conservative donors, and we're just going to violate the Constitution and the law. In other sugar spiky news, a transgender National Security Agency employee has filed a discrimination lawsuit against the Trump administration, accusing it of violating her civil rights. Sarah O'Neill, an out trans woman who works as a data scientist for the National Security Agency, or NSA, filed the lawsuit Monday in the U.S. District Court in Maryland. The suit claims that the Trump administration violated Title VII of the Civil Rights Act by enforcing executive orders that denied the existence of trans people and forced them into single-sex facilities based on their sex assigned at birth. The lawsuit reads, quote, the executive order rejects the existence of gender identity altogether, let alone the possibility that someone's gender identity can differ from their sex, which it characterizes as gender ideology. End of quote. I'm here for it, Miss O'Neill. Sue the shit out of these bitches. Now, the lawsuit states that the executive order has deprived her of the quote right to a workplace free of unlawful harassment by prohibiting her from identifying her pronouns as female in written communications and barring her from using the women's restroom at work. End of quote. Now, the lawsuit also cites the 2020 U.S. Supreme Court ruling Bostock versus Clayton, which prevents employment discrimination against trans people under Title VII. The court plainly wrote, quote, it is impossible to discriminate against a person for being homosexual or transgender without discriminating against the individual based on sex, end of quote. Now, I want to see the Supreme Court thread that needle because the Bostock versus Clayton decision by this sitting the Supreme Court said that you could not discriminate against transgender people. But we're about to see cases go before the Supreme Court that are going to involve discrimination against trans people. And I want to see whether or not this court decides that they're going to go against their own precedent and ruling to appease this administration and the MAGA nuts. I really am curious to see this because I'm glad that whoever the lawyer is for Miss O'Neill, you got a good lawyer because very few lawyers, when they attack this administration and go to the Supreme Court about transgender rights, very few I've heard mention the Bostock versus Clayton ruling by this sitting Supreme Court. Mhm. I'm curious to see how they rule on this, whether they go against their own decision. Hey, the Inform. Yeah, we need term limits for those bitches. I'm just saying. I believe you, Candace. I believe they will go against their own precedent and their own decisions just to appease this administration. They ain't shit. In our last sugar spiky story, New York State Attorney General Letitia James will be the first person incoming Mayor Zoran Mamdani will see once he officially takes office on January 1st. Mamdani will then have a ceremonial swearing in at a New Year's Day block party overseen by his fellow Democratic Socialist Bernie Sanders. But yes, Letitia James will swear in Zoran Mamdani as New York City mayor. That'll be the official and private one, and then they'll have a public one that they will do at the block party. Quiet as it's kept, I want to go to the block party, but it's on my birthday, so there's that. You know, it's on my birthday. Sorry. Anyway, that's our good news for today. Let's get to our video. Oh, we're doing good on time today. Let me slow down. We're doing good on time today. We might be out of class early today. I don't know why, Yolanda. I have no idea why. So let's get to our video breakdown. We might get out of here early today, y'all. I'm kind of excited about getting out of class early today. I got a lot to do today. All right. Here's our first video breakdown.
This kind of stuff makes my heart so happy. Waffle House, also known as Southern Hibachi, has gone viral yet again. And those of you who do not know, check out this review from this British man. Listen to this. This review says, as a 51-year-old, sorry, let me do this again. As a 51-year-old British man who had never visited the United States, I was especially excited to visit the Waffle House upon everything I'd heard over the years. For most of the night, I was slightly disappointed and underwhelmed. It was just me, quietly enjoying my hash browns and coffee while everything seemed normal. Then, out of nowhere, I heard a woman scream, "Stop emailing my man!" And suddenly, two large women were locked in on a full-on brawl just beyond the counter. One of them cracked the other over the head with a napkin container, and as quickly as it started, it ended. The staff hardly batted an eye. As I was recovering from my shock, the waitress leaned over and said, "Another Tuesday night at the Waffle House. 5 stars."
I was here for it. Xavier quietly outliked his imitation British accent. Where's Carl? Carl, pop out of the bushes. Now, Carl, on a scale, if Carl is still here, I want to see his Carl still here. If you still here, pop out the bushes, Carl. I want to know what Carl would rate his British accent on a scale of 1 to 10. What are y'all rating his white old British man accent? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are y'all rating his accent of an elderly white British man? I just want to know. I thought it was a solid 7. Quietly, I thought it was a solid 7. Mm-hmm. Listen, Universal Goddess say it's a 2 for her. She's not feeling it. What's good, Jason? Jason said 9.25. Ravine said 9. Crazy Homebody Girl said 8. I gave it a solid 7. Mm-hmm. Look at Xavier. He ain't shit. Look at Xavier. He's such a hater. Now he sound like he need oxygen. Lord. Let's go to our next video breakdown.
I'm no mathematician or scientist, but this is fine man math. If you add Aaron Pierre and Billy Brown, that's Nate from How to Get Away with Murder, you get Anthony Joshua. Additionally, you take Keith Powers, you add it to Avery Wilson, you get Rome Flynn. Additionally, if you take that same Keith Powers and you add it to Kofi Sirobe, but you take away 3 inches, 3 inches only, you get Damson Idris. I ran the numbers. That's just what it is. Additionally, if you take Idris Elba, Kofi Sirobe, right? Now you have to take away some Kofi Sirobe, but then you have to add equal parts of Method Man and Marvin Gaye. You get Trevante Rhodes. I don't know. You got 2 more here, okay? So you have Steve Harvey. If you have Steve Harvey, but then you add Tyler Lepley, you get Michael B. Jordan. I feel like you guys knew that one. And then last but not least, you take Orlando Jones and you add Solange Knowles. You get Tyler James Williams. Also one that we kind of already knew. Anyway, that's the math. I'm just reporting the math. Women in STEM.
Hey, Katrina Taylor. I'm here for this type of math. We need to do our own type of math. Listen, y'all need to come up with y'all own math and send it to me so we could do the pictures and stuff together. Just send me y'all own math, add this person to that person, and you get this person. I need y'all to do that. We can do that tomorrow when we get on. Because remember, tomorrow we're going to do our little Christmas party or whatnot over on Twitch and play Christmas music. Really be an Abby. They're going to come up and talk and be on there with me too. I'm going to see if I can get Darren and Medusa to come too. And I'll let y'all up. Y'all can come up here and talk to me and stuff. But Carl, where you at? You missed it, Carl. We wanted to know what your how you would rate the elderly white man British accent that was from the first video breakdown. Do you need to see it again? We need your thoughts because you are over there and you have to listen to this all the time. Let me know if you need me to play it again or if you can red ball back. But like I was saying, was that the second or the third video breakdown? I think that was that the second one? Yes, that was the second one. I had to make sure. All right. So yeah, if y'all, we could do a little bit of that tomorrow. If y'all got some, y'all got to send it to me because I'm not coming up with it on my own. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't have the type of time. Add Trey Byers from Empire with Travis Cure. That's Travis Cure from The Office. You get Omari Hardwick. Let me do my math. I feel like Travis Cure is too dark. Even if you give me Trey Bowers, I feel like Travis Cure is too dark to mix with Trey Byers to give me Omari Hardwick. Okay, Carl said it was a solid 8. Even Carl, listen, Carl is over there. He's from there. If Carl gave it a solid 8, I'm here for the solid 8. I gave it a 7. Carl gave it an 8. I believe Carl because he live over there with them people. Yes, please hit the like button. Yeah, Xavier, I'm trying because Travis Cure is black, okay? He is dark. Hell, sometimes you can't tell his skin from his beard. That's how dark Travis Cure is. But I don't see how we ended up. And then Omari Hardwick is like 4'10", you know? And Trey Byers, I think, is tall. Is he like 6'2" or 6'3"? I don't know. I don't see it. Here's our next video breakdown.
All right, racists. Correa's husband was detained this week. He has already been placed on expedite removal.
That's unfair.
You were warned, point blank, over and over. For generations, Black Americans spelled out the blueprint for what was coming. They mapped the entire playbook of elite control and cultural dismantling because they've been living on that battlefield for years. Black Americans have said that those immigration laws aren't about safety. They're a test run, and they're coming for everyone's citizenship next. Your response? You called them paranoid. Black Americans said, the policies favoring the ultra-rich are a trap. They'll drain your community too and leave you with nothing. Your response? You said Black Americans were playing the victim. The original people said the cultural attack, the book bans, the history erasure, the language policing. That doesn't stop with us. That machine grinds up everyone who isn't at the very top. You laughed and joined in. And now, policies have turned and bitten the hands of the very people who voted for them. You racists applauded at the cultural, historical, and origin erasure of Black Americans. And now your history is being erased. And what about the stay-at-home moms? You're being left for broke, divorced, overweight, unattractive, and begging for help by the same men who built their entire lives around racism. Could have interjected and had the bravery to check your men. And now who do you all come crying to? The Black Americans you mocked, ignored, and actively voted against. You want their help, their strategy, their resilience, the very things you spent lifetimes dismissing as drama or weakness. Well, the answer is no. The lesson is free, but the tuition is now due. The true Americans gave you the cheat codes to the system, and you used them to try and hack the people's lives. You were told the house was made of cards, and you called them crazy while you kept stacking floors. And now that the whole thing is collapsing, don't look at the architects of survival and then ask for a blueprint. You already had it, and you blew it. Now you get to live in the ruin you were too arrogant to see coming.
I don't have anything else to say. I just need for Twinkie to get over there on the B3 Hammond B3 Oregon and give me a good, and fire it up. I thought a praise break was coming. I didn't know. I mean, I thought, somebody was gonna hit the organ. I felt that in my shanana. Can I tell y'all how that old girl on that floor shaking that head full of hair never gets old? We've been playing that clip for a good 4 years now, at least 4 years now. It still don't get old. Her rolling on that floor, shaking that head, never gets old. That's me all the time. It never gets old. Can I tell you it never gets old? It never gets old. Child. Right, past the collection plate. Just saying. That's that goat. That is the goat. I think we said that might be her hair and not a wig. Shout out to wig. 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 Shout out to wig. Listen, I think that's her hair. Baby, that's me on this flow, Tracy. Here's our last video breakdown. Now, before I play this last video breakdown, I'm going to tell y'all this is me every time I go to you people's houses and y'all have dogs. This is me, and this is what I do when I go to you people's houses.
Hey, look what he got. Oh, God damn.
Boy, what the hell is that? See, hell, why you ain't telling me you got no fucking dog?
It's a little dog.
Literally every time I laugh.
Hey!
Oh, what is that?
It's don't.
Gigi, come on. Bro, stop doing that. But get your dog, bro. Why you do this, bro?
Calm down.
Get your dog, bro.
Beats the Chit 2 holiday. And right now,
Hey, what's up, buddy? Whoa. Oh, shit, no.
Get your damn dog! Bro, just fuck out! Bro, just fuck out!
That is me every time I go over you people's houses with these damn dogs, okay? Every time. I don't care how small your little dog is. Get your damn dog. You knew people was coming over this house. You should have had that dog in the back row. Oh no, he's not a biter. He doesn't bite. Just stay calm. No, keep that bitch in the other room. I don't know your damn dog. That ain't my dog. I don't live here. Keep that motherfucker locked away somewhere. Just saying, got me walking in your house, and the first thing that dog do, want to jump on you. Bitch, get away from me. Get your dog. Please get your dog. I just don't like when people don't get their animals. They always say, my dog friendly. They don't bite. I don't know your dog. Your dog don't know me. You don't get this damn dog. Oh, well. Now, if I done came over your house a bunch of times and you slowly integrated the dog into my space, maybe. But it be people the first time you go over their house, this your first time, they dog running up to the door, jumping up. Baby, get your dog. I don't like animals jumping up on me, and I ain't never met them. I ain't even got in the house good yet. I ain't even went in your bathroom and went through your medicine cabinet yet. Not that we do that. See what I'm saying? Everybody dog friendly, but they dogs bite. Child. Child. Be like, get your damn dog. I cannot take it. Miss Kiki. Look at all of the dog people. My dog would never. That's what they always say to me. And that dog end up biting me. And it's always the little bitty dog. It's always the little bitty dogs that love to try to bite you. Child, that dog 70 pounds. He'll be to tackle me to the ground. Child. Right, friend? But they always tell, oh no, he nice, she nice. Oh, she ain't gonna bite. She real friendly. Why is she jumping on me though? Why is he jumping on me? Girl. Like, why are they jumping on me if they so friendly? Friendly. Not your dog is black and he don't want to be integrated. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Child. Not continue to bring me toy. You gonna play with me in this damn toy. Not the dog over there like, you gonna play with me. I don't care what you think. You gonna play with me before you leave this damn house. Child. Now, I'm a cat person myself. Dog, listen, I be going into cardiac arrest, and they be having these big Doberman pinchers and German shepherds and pit bulls and all kinds of shit. Boxers and all of these, rabid animals, and they're gonna tell me, oh no, he nice. Oh no, she don't bother nobody. What? Bitch, what? Anyway. Those were our video. Those were our video breakdowns for the day. See what I'm saying? What if they deduce that I am foe and I'm really not foe and I'm really friend? See what I'm saying? Because cat's not gonna come out. I promise you, a cat, when somebody come in the house, the cat is going to the back room. The cat is not coming out. Cats, they ain't coming out there. Baby, I don't know you. I'm going back here. You can stay up there. I'm going back here. Now, you get them about a good 45 minutes to an hour, the cat gonna eventually creep out into the living room, maybe look around the corner, wherever you at, and look at you and say, let me see. They ain't did nothing too crazy yet. And they gonna creep and creep, creep and creep and closer and closer. Then when they get close to you, then they gonna sniff around you and feel around and be like, oh, okay, you might be good. All right, I'll stay out here. But don't make no sudden moves, bitch. That's how cats are, bitch. Don't make no sudden moves. Just saying. Those are our video breakdowns of the day. We start off as we do the stanky leg out of the sugar spike segment and deeper into the dossier today. Billy Porter put a video out. I didn't bring the video. I didn't clip the video, but he's on record saying that he's on the road to a full recovery. He says he's not fully recovered yet, but he did say he's on the road to a full recovery. Y'all know he had been diagnosed with sepsis. And he said for the last 4 months, he's been in a battle for his life. And he's been battling sepsis. And we certainly were praying for Billy. Billy have his moments, but we certainly didn't want Billy to be checking out of here. But he put a video out and said that he is on the mend, on the way to a full recovery. And keep him in your prayers and stuff. We praying for you, Billy. As long as you act right, we praying for you. In other celebrity news, so we found out Venus got married to that white man. That whole family got a thing for the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, but I'm gonna just leave that there. Anyway, Venus got married to some white man. She married actor and producer Andrea Pretty. They apparently they had an intimate two-country celebration. They exchanged vows twice. First in Ischia, Italy on September 18th, and then they had a second ceremony in Palm Beach, Florida. That's for the broke ass people that couldn't afford to go to Italy. So Venus done got married, to that white man. They said she had a full week of events when they was in Palm Beach. Yeah, they said she had a full week. They said it was even a yacht party and stuff. And that Serena put the yacht party on for her and everything. They said it was real sickening. Now, they legally married during a courthouse ceremony on December 19th. Now, wait a minute. Wait. Hold your line. Hold your line. Wait. Let me get this straight. So y'all had vows and nuptials, but it wasn't official until December 19th. How that work? I thought you had to already have like the paperwork and everything signed and stuff before you had the ceremony in there. And bitch, you had 2 ceremonies. And y'all want it ain't none of my business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Look at y'all, and she say her dog will bite you. Child. Not you had a cat and a dog that would be double teaming people. You know what? Child. I thought you supposed to be. Y'all got it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't my shit. It ain't my wedding, so I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't plan on getting married, even though y'all trying to marry me off to four for four. I don't. At this point, I have no hopes for marriage, none at all. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to say congrats, Venus. Okay, you and your sister, y'all seem to like these people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. What is it with y'all and pink meat? Shit, I guess. And moving on. In our last story of the day. I've been questioning the discernment and choicing skills of one Miss Keke Palmer since she was with her baby daddy. And you see, he wasn't shit. And so I don't take her seriously or take her any advice from her when it comes to men and stuff. So there's a video. I'm gonna just let y'all watch the video because y'all just need to see it for y'allself. Okay, hold on, let me cue it up. Hold your line. Jesus God, because she always doing the wrong shit. Hold your line. So this is her and Keke and Blueface. Here's the video.
I need to hear the beat a little bit again just so I can remember how I'm about to flow up in it.
Alright, go ahead.
Play it for me, boo.
I got you.
I don't want a better bitch, I want my bitch better. I don't want a wetter bitch, I want my bitch wetter. I don't want your bitch, baby bitch, they can't let bitch with a dick, man, these niggas transgender.
You can play it without, I was just about to say, he about to say something crazy.
Don't call nobody else boo but me, alright? This the engineer, you call him engineer.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that. I ain't even.
I'm boo. Let's try this again. Say, come on, engineer.
Can you play the instrumental part for me? So I can try to hear my flow up on here.
Engineer. Bull. Engineer.
I need to hear.
I vomited in my mouth a little bit. So I know I vomited in my mouth a little bit. I know I did. I know I just vomited in my mouth a little bit. And y'all see how she ain't bat an eye. She ain't check him. She ain't say, "Oh no." She ain't do none of that. So wait a minute. Kiki. Are we led to believe that you're allowing this man to enter your body? Are we led to believe that you and this man got something going on? Kiki, I I cannot. What am I supposed to take from this, huh? Because she was perfectly fine and okay with him saying you can't call the next man boo and stuff like that, only me. And she just kiki and laughing it off. Girl, but I expect this from her. She was over there with that husband of hers. What was the man named Darius Jackson or whatever? Letting him do all types of awful things to her and that baby. So I expect for her to pick the worst forms of the human genome to enter her body and lay up with her. I fully expect to find out that they got I ain't sitting there dating, but I fully expect to think that he's cracking her back. I have no reason not to believe it because we've seen that Kiki Palmer has questionable choicing skills. I don't, y'all, oh, maybe I need to just go straight again. Maybe I can find my soulmate because I promise you, ladies, y'all, when I look at some of the menses that y'all be over here falling out about, wrapped up, entangled up, and tied up in relationships with, and I be like, why am I over here in the G corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound? Because gay men are some of the most selective people. Baby, they judge you down to your hair follicles, okay? The length of your eyebrows. They are very selective in who they get with. They're not selective in who they fuck, but they're very selective in who they get in a relationship with. Whereas the heteros, y'all just be letting any of these ugly ass, dirty ass, abusive ass men just do whatever. I don't understand it. I know I'm a better catch than some of this mess. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Karen, am I wrong in thinking that these people got a situationship going on? Am I wrong? Is that not what I was supposed to gather and glean from that? Was I not supposed to glean from that video that Blueface is cracking her back? Is that not what I was supposed to glean from that? It's time. We were supposed to be out here early, and look at me. I'm right on. It's time to get out of here. You know what? Karen D said it best.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
We don't have this type of time. Yeah, that's the dossier for today. We're done for today. God damn it, Blueface. God damn it, Kiki. That's y'all girl, not mine. Not manipulate her spine like a chiropractor. You know what? Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Like I saw that video and I was like, girl, are you for real? Like, is this what we're doing? Girl, I cannot. I cannot. I mean, you might need to look over your shoulder, Kiki, because next thing you know, it's gonna be 3 women coming after you. It's gonna be Krishan Rock. What's the other little girl look like Krishan Rock? Alexis something or whatever her name is. She gonna be looking for you, and his mammy gonna be looking for you. All of them gonna be trying to fight you for his little diseased ridden dick. Between his raggedy ass mammy, raggedy ass Krishan Rock, and the other little raggedy whore, Alexis or whatever her name is, they all gonna be looking for you, fighting for his little infectious disease that he has in between his legs. Because that thing in between his legs is a whole infectious disease. Oh, don't forget Hazelia, her too. I cannot. I don't have the energy. I cannot. I mean, the man is a proverbial ABC. I'm just telling you what I know. I can't. We about to get out of here, y'all. Really B is going live for her Christmas party, and we're gonna be around there. I'm gonna be around there for a very short period of time. Like I said, I got a 7:30 meeting that I got to be on. So let me see if I can forward or redirect us over to Really B's live. But yes, again, tomorrow we will not be on YouTube tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Remember, Wednesdays are Wednesdays are Twitch only, and we needed to be Twitch tomorrow because we'll be playing music and music and video, Christmas music and songs and stuff down to the Twitch tomorrow. So join us tomorrow. It'll be at our regular time, 5 p.m. Or I don't know, it might be a little earlier. Have your notifications on. Because it may be a little earlier than normal. All right. But make sure that you come around here tomorrow for our Christmas party. We're gonna have a good time because it doesn't really feel like the Christmas season. This administration has fucked up the world, and it just doesn't feel like Christmas at all. Like, I just don't believe that Christmas is 2 days away. So we're gonna do everything in our power. To try to get in the Christmas spirit, okay? Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Thank you so much for everything. We're about to get out of here. And go over to Really B for her annual Christmas party. We'll be over there. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out of here. I will see y'all and Really B, down to Really B. And then we'll be live tomorrow for the Christmas party. See y'all then.